Why I don't drive at night anymore. I drive for a rideshare company. Nights are my usual shift. Fewer chatty passengers, better tips. But last Thursday was different. It was the ride I can't explain, the one I can't forget. It was around 2:30 a.m., and I was parked near the outskirts of town, scrolling on my phone, waiting for a ping. The request came in, Alex, 2 miles away. The pickup location was an old diner that had closed down years ago. That should have been my first red flag, but I was too tired to think about it. When I arrived, no one was there. The parking lot was cracked, weeds poking through the concrete. I checked the app again. Yep, I was in the right spot. I was about to cancel when I saw him. A man stood just outside the faint glow of my headlights. He was tall, wearing a dark hoodie that obscured most of his face. Slowly, he walked toward the car. Something about the way he moved put me on edge, too smooth, like he was gliding instead of walking. Alex? I asked, rolling down the window slightly. He nodded and climbed into the back seat without a word. The air immediately felt colder. The app said the destination was about 20 minutes away, an address I didn't recognize. As I started driving, I tried to make small talk. Where he was heading, how his night was. No response. He just sat there, staring out the window. About 5 minutes in, I glanced at the rearview mirror. He wasn't looking out the window anymore. He was staring at me. Not just staring, grinning. His teeth were too white, too perfect. I turned up the radio to break the silence. That's when I noticed the station was playing static. It had been working fine before. Everything okay back there? I asked, my voice shaky. No reply. Just that grin. Then he spoke, low and raspy. You missed the turn. My stomach dropped. I checked the GPS. It hadn't said anything about a turn. I looked back at the mirror, but he was gone. The seat was empty. I slammed on the brakes and spun around. Nothing. The door hadn't opened. There was no sign anyone had been in the car at all. The app still showed the ride in progress. I canceled it, drove straight home, and deleted the app that night. The next morning, I got an email. Thanks for the ride, Alex. There was no sender name, just a black square as the profile picture. I don't drive at night anymore.